So, are you going to introduce us? Be different with someone off camera doing it.
Oh, hello and welcome to episode 91 of the Sunday League Pundit Show. How about that, dickhead?
You know he's keeping it now.
Yeah, and that's fine.
It's not a great introduction, but we'll go with it.
Well, you put me on the spot, so I thought I'd go with it.
The rest of it then?
I don't know. I don't really pay attention when you're talking.
Fuck me. He's probably been here for at least 80 of these episodes, right? And he doesn't know. You've got myself, Stretch,
of course.
My good friend on camera,
And I'm off camera.
And my good friend off camera, who doesn't know how the fuck this works after 91 episodes. Tin Ribs. How are we, gentlemen?
I'm fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Memory's gone a bit, but he's all right.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, doesn't remember
Mate,
how
over
we
this
started
weekend,
the podcast.
I swear to God, I've got dementia. So I've got plans for tomorrow. I still, to this moment, don't know what I'm fucking doing, but I remember I've made plans.
I hope it's not a date or some woman's going to be fucking dearly disappointed when he doesn't show up.
I know, yeah.
I genuinely have no
I mean,
idea.
she's dodged a bullet, but she's going to be dead disappointed at the time that her date's not showed up.
I said I'd do something. And
Or
I
his
know
court appearance for not turning up last week.
I mean,
That's a
there's
massive
always that.
fine, that is. I'm okay with that one.
But it's like normally I put everything into my diary, like my calendar. Nothing. So there's nothing in my calendar, but I know I've agreed to do something. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm fucking doing. It's driving me nuts.
Can't help.
If you can't even remember to fill it in your diary, you're definitely not going to remember what it is or what you're doing, are you? Right, I think that is a great place to introduce you and your stat.
Yeah,
I'm assuming you have one.
I do.
You do.
It's a little bit different because I thought it was funny. So we all know who scored the first Premier League goal in the Premier League era.
You look
I
confused.
assume.
I mean, everybody should know.
Yes.
BD.
Yeah, Brian Dean. Who scored the first ever pointless goal in the Premier League?
Brian Dean. Sorry.
Pointless goal.
Pointless goal because the team didn't win. So who scored the first goal but then
The
went
first
on...
goal that went on to lose a game.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I mean, that's just random. That could be anyone from like 1993 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That could be anyone from Ryan Giggs to fucking...
Got the right nationality.
It was Welsh.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go with Ian.
No. I think he was about to say it.
Yeah, I know.
Dean.
No.
Dean?
No. He was a manager.
Yeah.
Chris.
Managed Southampton and Stoke. And Man City. Fulham as well.
Ginger twat.
I can
Send
see the
forward.
face.
Yeah,
I can see the
Played
face.
for Man United.
I can't think of the name.
Man United lost that game.
Yes. But now because I've
I
said
can
heart,
see-
because I've said hearts, now it's just rolling in my head. I can't get that out of my
Yeah.
fucking head. I've got his face and
Mark Hughes.
Thank you.
Yeah, so he scored the first ever pointless goal. So he scored the first goal of the game and they went on to lose.
Was it against Norwich?
I don't know, but I'm glad it was Man United that were the first to do it.
Yeah. So I thought it was funny that he scored the first ever pointless goal.
We're gonna throw in a little bit of a shitty stat just because
Is it the Martin Odegaard
It's
one?
the Martin Odegaard stat.
Yeah.
Martin Odegaard becomes the first player in Premier League history to be substituted in 3 consecutive first half performances. Now,
It's actually shit.
no. But it is because somebody's shit.
Arteta, because he's playing a player that's not fully fit.
What a twat.
Yeah.
Why are you doing it? We all know you can't manage. Why are you going out of your way to make that worse?
I knew that's where you were going to go with it, and I kind of went along that because as soon as you see that and you know that all 3 times he went off injured, that tells me
He's already been injured.
He's not ready to play yet.
What's wrong with Nwaneri? For fuck's sake. Anyway, that was a longer intro than it probably needed to be. But that's by the by. Everyone likes long intros, don't they? So, I think what we're going to do now is...
Play the music.
Did I? Neither one of you was going to do it. Do you remember that first one we sat there with the phone that kept falling over?
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's like, oh, we've got an amateur setup, the phone falls. I'm like, oh, it fucking says it all, doesn't it?
At the interval, I do want to try something though before we start recording for the second part.
Okay, this isn't going to change our friendship, is it?
It might.
Oh.
I need to see.
I may be leaving early today.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to cut that out. Hello and welcome to episode 91 of the Sunday League Pundit Show with us absolute fucking muppets. If you are new, we welcome you. And if you are returning, welcome back. Daryl. Right, boys. What would we like to talk about this week?
Don't know. Week started midweek games.
It did start midweek games.
So I'll just start it off.
Some of them were a lot of fun.
I would
Allow me
say
to get my phone and get FOTMob up.
the referee for our game, Southampton versus Sheffield United, wow, what a bad ref. I mean, I gave away...
I did watch some of your game.
He gifted us a penalty that was nowhere near a penalty, although justice was half served by Armstrong skying it over the crossbar.
Yes.
So that was justice, but you got to feel for Wilder a little bit, maybe not, that he was very frustrated that a penalty was given, and he proceeded to kick a ball into a fan face, and when he returned for the second half, the referee sent him off.
Which, to be honest, I think it's a little bit ridiculous. Everybody gets a bit agitated. And it's not like he's kicked a rocket or sent a firework into the stand. He's kicked a football, which is
frustration.
And he immediately went over to apologise.
He did.
Immediately. There was no waiting 10 minutes
malice.
and then think, oh, best go and apologise to look good. He immediately went over it and he was very, very apologetic. Well, there's no need to send him off for that. If you want to go and have a word with him and just say, look, calm it fucking down, fair enough.
Managers seem to get sent off very easily.
Well,
brings another one.
2 got booked today alone. Was it today or was it yesterday?
Well, you look at Maresca got sent off for celebrating a last-minute winner.
Again, stupid.
And he didn't take his top off or anything, did he?
No, but he left his technical area.
Which is absolutely ridiculous.
It's bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
Because that's like saying every single player that left the pitch should have been booked for
100%.
Chelsea.
100%.
If you go into the crowd, yeah.
Bless you.
Sorry. Thank you. But yeah, so we went on. We were 1 down.
You did go on to win.
And we did go on to win. I mean, Ross Stewart managed to score. I mean, Armstrong, good winning header, considering he's one of the smallest players on the pitch. Hit the crossbar. Stewart finished it off, and then we took a throw in, and Stewart blasted it into top corner, which was great. And then in the last minute...
he could have hit that a bit harder, you know.
Could have done. But then,
Did you see it?
last minute, corner, they scored the equaliser. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, we've thrown away a league again.
Just very quickly. Did I watch the misery of Sheffield United? Of course I watched it. Sorry.
Yeah. But I could not understand why that goal was disallowed, really. It was very soft.
Yeah.
I think McCarthy should have done better. Was he fouled?
No. No. Sorry,
maybe, but not enough to do that. So we got away with one.
I don't think there was enough contact in there to warrant him as impeding. I just think McCarthy should have been stronger.
But cheers, ref. I appreciate it.
But on that note, fuck Sheffield United. Hey!
Fuck Sheffield United. That's not going to be the title this week. Right, so we also had a Champions League game with Tottenham Hotspur in it.
Yeah.
Which was Bodo Glimt versus Spurs. And for me, Spurs got away with one. They were playing a team that basically, no offence, although some will be taken, Tottenham should be winning that game against Bodo Glimt.
Well, you'd say that last year when they played, when we talked about Brest last year, that the teams that you
Wasn't that in part 3? A different Brest.
Different Brest.
Yeah,
but Brest kept performing games, and it seems like this year again, there's teams that you're not expecting to beat these teams, where it was the league format, where they were playing each other twice. They were losing them games, but for some reason, these one-off games... seems to be benefiting.
Yeah, but how often do we see it in the FA Cup, where teams are beating Premier League teams from non-league or League Two and League One, and so it's made it more watchable for me.
I, for one, think that this new layout of a Champions League is superb,
phenomenal.
I love
it.
Actually, playing a league.
What, for the Champions League?
Yeah, I mean,
It still hasn't got champions in it, but that's by the by. It should have cup winners and it should have league winners in it, as far as I'm concerned. Or just change it. Here's a novel idea. Just call it the European Cup.
Yeah.
Because guess what? It's teams from Europe.
Yeah.
And they play for a cup.
Yeah.
Or European Trophy or something. Don't call it Champions League. Because let's face it, there's only one team in that whole league section that's going to be champions of the Champions League.
Yeah.
And there's very few of them in there that are actually champions of their own country. Hence, we've just been talking about Tottenham, who finished, 15th?
That was a bit generous. 1 to 17th.
It could have been 17th. It could have been United that finished 15th and Tottenham that finished 17th. But they were absolute garbage in the league last season. And they're in the Champions League. Just call it the European Cup. Nobody's going to fall out with you.
To be fair, Tottenham did get into it by being champions because they won the
I suppose
Europa
they did win the
League,
Europa
so
League, didn't they?
Your actual argument just got pissed on.
Okay, Chelsea were in it.
They won the Europa Conference.
That doesn't get you in the Champions League.
But it doesn't get you
in the Europa League.
I know what you're saying. They're still a champion, though, because they won a cup, and you said if they win a cup, they won a cup.
Arsenal. We're in the Champions League. We're only champions of having a shit manager.
Third time lucky. Well done.
Because we're garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a better squad this season, but that took fucking 6 years. Anyway, let's not
just
go into
remember,
it. So Real
somehow
Madrid,
you're top of a league and like an elephant on a tree. You just don't know how it got there.
I'm putting that picture up. You scumbags
you know it's going
sending
to
me
fall
that
down.
shit. You can both fuck yourself. Right, there was a really, 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 really good game in Europe, which was
Galatasaray.
What was it?
Galatasaray, Liverpool.
And it ended
1-0 Galatasaray.
1-0 Galatasaray. Superb. To a penalty.
I can't praise anything Galatasaray do though. Sorry.
I understand that from a Leeds fan's point of view. So if anyone isn't aware, make yourself aware of Galatasaray versus Leeds, and you'll completely understand
Apparently,
why. Apparently,
European VAR haven't got the memo from the FA to let Liverpool get the decisions or overturn them the wrong way.
You say that, but it's starting to falter in the league now. But we'll get on to that when we
the
start
problem
talking
was
about the league.
Galatasaray fans
They
probably
still
tried to
tried,
stab
though.
them up if they overturned it.
I mean, we will get to that, but
Right,
still
so
try.
we'll get to it when we're on the Premier League. So we also had, on the Wednesday, we had Arsenal 2, Olympiacos 0. From my point of view, I did watch it, and from my point of view, Arsenal should have been winning that game 4, 5, maybe even 6. Absolutely battered them. But we struggle.
At this point, you just need the result at the moment. That's
The
the
wins,
main thing.
I mean, the wins are good, but when you have 16 shots and you're only getting 5 on target, for me, that's a bit of a fucking problem, really.
Because I think deep down, you need that top 8, don't you? You don't want to play them extra
We're not
games.
getting past them extra games, I don't think. So we need top 8. Barcelona 1, PSG 2. Obviously, I watched the Arsenal game, so I only saw highlights of the Barcelona PSG game, but it did look like a real good one. Monaco 2, City 2. Quite enjoyed that one.
Dyer for a penalty as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was quite enjoyable, to be fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was okay with that. And just for Tin Rib's sake, we had Villarreal 2, Juventus 2. So they weren't exactly doing amazingly well either. So then we move on to the Europa League on Thursday.
Just want to mention at the Championship, did you see Coventry absolutely dismantle Millwall 4-0
Yeah.
away
Yes.
at the Den?
Yeah. They were
That's-
talking about that on TalkSport because they were talking about Frank Lampard.
You know what?
They're probably going to win the league.
I think they'll do it. I think they're going to smash it.
Yeah.
Lampard's getting
They've
a good
got a
tune
great
out of him.
team.
Do you know what?
Great players.
I've got nothing against Frank Lampard as a human being. As a footballer, I hated him. Played for Chelsea. But as a human being, I quite like Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
I've got nothing against
As
him.
a footballer, I loved him.
He's
but-
inoffensive. Oh, when he got an England shirt on, yeah, I loved him to bits. Thought he was great.
Mm.
He should have been partnered with somebody else, but that's besides the point. But yeah, and as a human being, I think he's great. So I really do hope
I think
that
he's a
Lampard does well,
hypocritical
because
knob.
if he becomes brilliant, he's going to be a brilliant England manager in years to
Yeah.
come.
I'm okay with it.
And the last thing I want is a fucking German in charge of England for much longer than I absolutely have to stomach it,
Yeah.
because it's fucking painful watching that shit at the minute. Anyway, that's besides the point. So yes, congrats to Frank, and that was a hell of a fucking win. So we go on to the Europa League. Celtic 0, Braga 2. Were you expecting anything else?
No.
I thought Celtic would put up a bit more of a fight, I'll be honest, because I don't think Braga are that great.
No.
But clearly too much for Celtic. And this is where like the Scottish fans are, we should be in the Premier League, we should be this, we should be that. I mean, I'd expect Forest to beat Braga. And I don't say that with any disrespect, but I say it because Forest are not the likely team to be in the Champions League.
No.
So if Forest get into the Champions League and play Braga or the Europa League or whatever it is, I think they'll probably beat them. So if you're looking at a team that's currently struggling in the Premier League,
I mean,
that would beat them.
You say Forest are beating Braga, but do you want to go through Forest's European result there?
Do you want to go through
Because I don't imagine that result was so good if you're a Forest fan.
Well, no, probably not. It might have been a bad example. But we did have Villa beating Feyenoord 2-0.
Yeah.
And we had Rangers getting beaten 2-1 by Sturm Graz. And Forest got beat 3-2 by Midtjylland. I mean, at least they tried to put up a fight. It scored 2, but yeah, they did concede a few too many.
Yeah.
Defensively,
And I think it was a defensive capitulation at the end.
Do you know, for me, the thing with Forest...
You need to move your mic like slightly across, because when you're here, you're not heard, and then you're talking.
The thing is, for me, with Forest, they got rid of the manager that was going to do anything for them.
Yeah.
And they did it, I think, because he just fell out with the owner.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any footballing reason to get rid of
None.
Nuno.
No, absolutely
you listen
not.
to all the fans on like TalkSport, they all love Nuno.
Of course.
Nuno's great.
And look what happens when you get rid of him.
I know there's one person that doesn't like Nuno. That would be a certain James Ward-Prowse.
Oh, yeah.
Who started every game for West Ham this year and has now been demoted to now train with the reserves and is now up for sale.
Is that because of something that's been said?
It must have been something that happened at Forest on loan, because he was on Forest on loan with Nuno, got sent back to West Ham, and obviously he's come into
he obviously
West
just
Ham,
doesn't like...
and he's just gone, you're not being part of the squad. We are linked with him.
I bet he was wounded when they announced that Nuno was taking jail. You bet he went fucking bollocks.
You know what though? He might be available in January.
I hope we take him.
If he's on the
we
list,
are linked. We are linked, and you know what? I'd be buzzing.
Yeah, of course you would.
You're aware they're in the Premier League, though, right?
Yeah,
I'd take him anytime.
Come somewhere where he's loved.
Right, he's going to say he's got a history with you guys, but right. So Friday. We had Bournemouth 3, Fulham 1. Semenyo was a great play.
We actually watched that game, didn't we?
We did sit and watch that game.
Fucking good. It was a great game. It was a good game to watch.
It's a good game. That goal by Clivert was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
Literally, just as we said. Yeah, it would never be as good as his dad. Takes 2 on, smash.
Fucking hits one from 30 yards and smashes it into the top corner. And we're like, well, we may have been slagging him off prematurely.
That was
hard to say.
Was an absolute belter.
Yeah, wasn't it just? Let's not talk about that one. Right, so Bournemouth 3. So we go to yesterday. So yesterday in the Premier League, we had a very, 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 very disappointing result by his shit fucking piece of crap. They got beat by Tottenham. So it was Leeds 1, Tottenham 2.
He did a lot of moaning.
Yeah.
Who did?
Me.
He did.
Because again, the referee was fucking horrendous.
I'll be honest with you, it got to a point where I genuinely muted the chat for a little bit because there was that many moans coming through, and I'm like, I can't deal with this today.
But why is it that when we, like, you even admitted it against Arsenal, why is it a shoulder barge for us is a free kick to them, a shoulder barge to them, no, play on? Why is it that a player can do a professional foul and not only is it not given as a free kick, it's rolled out to a goal kick?
It does happen to a certain
extent. The guy who
extent,
scored their winner shouldn't have been
it.
on the fucking pitch.
I'm okay with it because he's in my dream team. He scored a goal, got man of the match, got an assist.
There's a foul on the keeper, which is the softest thing I've ever seen. He comes out for a punch, jumps into our player.
Really horrific, awful sexual joke.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
But then
Leeds' goal should have been disallowed. There was a beach ball on the pitch.
There was actually. It was rolling across.
Yes, but hasn't that actually claimed an assist before now?
Yeah, which it should have been disallowed back then.
Yeah, that was never going to be disallowed. Because I said that he aimed for the beach ball and you said bollocks, but actually he wasn't aiming to deflect it. He said he was aiming towards it to hide the ball from the keeper to make it harder to save. It just so happened that it hit the ball and it helped him anyway.
Yeah. But in our game, the ball didn't even get to the goal till the ball was already rattled in the back.
No, it wasn't interfering with it. But had it have interfered, it would have been disallowed.
Absolutely.
But then I'd have referred to them to the goal years ago.
Yeah, and then they would have said that
but they've
it
changed
should have
the
been
rule.
disallowed.
Yeah.
They've allowed it. VAR would actually interfere and...
VAR would fucking interfere, all right? That's all VAR does is fucking interfere with everything.
I'm not going to lie.
But if it was the other end, it may or may not have.
Fucking all VAR...
100% against you, it would be...
Ignored.
All VAR ever does is interfere. It's good that they don't work with kids.
Darlow should have done better on the first goal for me. I know that sounds silly, but it's at his near post. It's 30 yards out. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good job he just tapped that ball. Otherwise, that would sound like a bit of a silly statement.
Yeah, but you look at the small area. You know, we were talking about small areas and everything and saving. Sorry, am I now going on to your shit that you chatted the other day about free kicks and stuff?
If you hit it top corner, it's going to be hard to save, regardless. It's going to be hard to save.
But no, I don't think Tottenham were particularly good. And again, it's like that when Okafor went past Kudus and Kudus literally just pushes him. No intention on the ball, just runs up, pushes him. Corner. Well, that's a professional foul. You watch it all day long. Even the commentators are going, how's that not a foul?
I would agree.
Yeah. But again,
I've got nothing
a player who should not be on the pitch because that was his second yellow card offence, and it's a straight A professional foul is a yellow card, no matter which way you look at it. So that's his second yellow. Yeah. Kudus then continued to grab shirt, push, trip, everything. And it was like, how long?
He should have been took off as well. At that point, you'd have thought the manager would go, I'm going to take him off. But he kept him on the pitch till the end.
But all the way through the game, he was fouling players and getting away. And I'm just like, at what point, ref, are you going to go, you've been on a yellow since like the 14th fucking minute or whatever it was. At what point are you going to go, you've been doing this the whole game, get off?
Some players I do find seem to get away with shit.
He just got away with shit the entire fucking game.
I mean, it does happen a lot.
But, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know it's a weak one, but if you look at the end...
Let's just go into it then. Let's let people behind the curtain. So...
What's this? What he was saying?
This is the fucking shit. Right, so it starts there, doesn't it? Same old... This is from Tin Ribs in the group chat. This is the group chat. I'm going to let people behind the curtains of this Saturday. Yeah. So, Tin Ribs. Same old shit. Clear handball. Ref? Yep. Nope. Fouls for us? Nope. Same for a big six? Yup. Darlow should have done better, maybe. My response... Spurs big six. Big row of laughing faces. Tin Ribs. Telly's made of poppadom. Shouldered off the ball. Been down for 3 minutes. Fucking ref is shocking. These are all separate messages, by the way. I'm just reading them as one. Another one. Kudos on a yellow. Takes out Oka for no intention. Okafor, sorry. No intention on the ball. Nah. All good. Goal kick. So I've put... But against League, so probably not even a foul, to be honest. I thought I'm still at work, so I'm not watching it. Tin Ribs, only people who didn't think it was a foul would be delusional Spurs fans and the ref. Even the commentary was asking how it was not a foul. Another one. The man who shouldn't be on the pitch scores. Of course. Fucking, this is the shit. Jim Jam knew that was coming. Tin Ribs, kudos again. Goes through, back of a player. Foul. 5th time now, question mark. When will that get a second yellow, question mark? Oh, wait, ref's incompetent. Next one. Ref is a disgrace. And then I sent you the shit about Martin Odegaard.
It was pretty much arguing with himself, though.
Basically, yeah. Most of that was just Tin Ribs, just bitching. And I'm like, I think Tin's happy with it.
Unfortunately, I couldn't watch the game because I haven't got TNT, so I couldn't watch it.
And I was at work, so I've got no chance of watching it.
What I love, though, is when it's like the first time they handballed it, all the commentators are going, how's the ref not seen that? How is the ref allowing that to continue on? And it's like...
Yeah, well, let's not forget the clear fucking penalty on Gorkrez last week that was overturned by VAR because his foot was in the ground.
Earlier,
it's very much
in the Crystal Palace game,
a double way, isn't it? Because some are saying, "Oh no, it's not a foul because he touched it," but then when you use the Sanchez challenge, where Sanchez got the ball first.
But went
through and then got sent off.
What they were trying to say when they were watching it back, the pundits were, once his foot's in the ground, he stops moving forward. And I'm like, I don't think you realise how momentum works. Just because you put your foot... You realise runners put their foot on the ground. They're still fucking running. But it doesn't stop you moving forward.
I think what Jay Bothroyd said on the Ref Watch pretty much put Dermot Dickhead on his...
Dickhead.
I'm with him, sorry.
That's the name.
I can't call him anything else. But basically, he didn't really have much of an argument because obviously Dermot Dickhead obviously went to proceed with backing the VAR as he always does.
Of course he does.
Because he
did you hear the ex-ref that commented on it?
Oh, the one on TalkSport who's like, I'll never get invited back or anything.
Is
if I
it
say
but Mark Halsey?
Yeah.
No. There was one on. I think it was Sky Sports News. They interviewed like an ex-ref, but he was getting on a bit.
Right.
And he said,
can listen to
he
Mike
said this,
Dean.
He said there's absolutely no way in the world that should be overturned, and the only reason that Dermot Dickhead has defended it is because it's his ref. He said there's no other reason. He said because that is indefensible. Mm-hmm. He said it was a clear penalty. The fact that you think a goalkeeper has stopped because his foot's in the floor means you're an absolute moron, quite frankly, because you don't just stop because your foot hits the floor. It doesn't work like that. So anyone that doesn't think that is a penalty shouldn't be in the game. And that's the next ref. But he said the only reason he's sticking up for him is because it's his ref.
So the only ones I'll listen to that I respect their actual opinion, Mark Halsey, who's pretty on,
and he's
when
also
he gives an opinion,
and he's condemned the whole PGML.
Yeah, I'm quite okay with Howard Webb a little bit. He will admit when they're really wrong and stuff like that. Sometimes he backs stuff a little bit wrong, but I'm okay.
As a rule, he's.
And I think Mike Dean's okay on.
I love listening
Soccer
to Mike
Saturday.
Dean. Have you heard him on
fine with it.
Peter Crouch's podcast?
Yes.
Fucking brilliant.
And the last one, probably Clattenburg. He's probably.
He's all right now. He's retired.
Yeah.
Fucking awful
Not
when
at
he
the
was
time.
actually reffing. Yeah. Anyway, next game for yesterday, because we've done a long thing about you being shit against Tottenham. Arsenal 2, West Ham 0. Quite frankly, West Ham didn't show up. They weren't very good, and Arsenal should have scored more.
Okay, before we do move on, though, going on the whole shit VAR, did you see the punch that was not affected in the Everton-Crystal Palace match?
No.
As they're lining up right at the end, there is a clear... Tarkowski stood there and the player walks past and does that towards his stomach. Like, literally, you watch his hand come across in a fist.
Okay, for those that are watching on YouTube, because Tim Rib's not on screen, he's making that motion towards someone's stomach.
And he literally, they're checking it, and you're like, oh, he's walking for this. You know, when you're literally sitting there going, he's walking. Even the commentator, oh, that doesn't look good. Check clear, we're good to go.
Right, can I just point out at this point that Gabriel literally points Newcastle's striker in the face?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, but he didn't go down. That's the only reason why he stayed up, because Lord Voldemort stayed on the
great, because that's how boxing works. You don't score a point because you've punched your opponent, but he stays on his feet.
So the only reason Gabriel stayed on the pitch
why did I not think of that?
Because, actually, respect to Voldemort, he didn't go down because he got a slight
he's not a
tap
fanny.
in the... Exactly.
Because he's not a complete fanny. Anyway, Arsenal had 68% possession, which I'm surprised it wasn't more, to be honest, because we properly controlled the game. We had 21 shots. Do you have any idea how many were on target?
5.
5 on target.
Only because you just told us earlier.
21 shots with 5 on target. It's fucking embarrassing. That's embarrassing. I'm sorry, shocking. We won 2-0. Deserved win, but mainly because West Ham was shit. And again, Odegaard came off in the first half because he wasn't fit, and Arteta can't see right to put in Eze and Rice on, or Rice and Nwaneri, or Eze and Nwaneri and having Rice as a DM or
the next
whatever.
one's the shock result of the day.
There was a massively shocking result, actually. It was Man United 2, Sunderland 0.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a person in the world that would have put money on that. And do you know what? Do you know what definitely wasn't backed financially? Mount to score the first goal. Oh, there's no way a person on the planet has bet on that. Mason Mount to score the first goal. I mean, fair play to him. I actually like Mount as a footballer.
Yeah, I think I
think his injuries have destroyed him, but he was a great player. Hopefully he'll get back to that, because again, English. Exactly. I want him to be good. And he was really, really good.
Yeah.
And Sesko finally got another goal.
So.
I think that's deceiving. Anyway, let's go to the game of the day yesterday. And it is what that is. Tin ribs, if you're not paying attention.
Game of the day yesterday.
It's the only one we haven't spoken about.
Would that be the last-minute goal from blue to beat red?
Yeah.
Yes, the young Brazilian.
Yeah.
So we had Chelsea 2.
Nice to see Liverpool get fucked
1.
by their own tactic of scoring at the last second.
The unbeaten
team. You've got to go unbeaten.
It doesn't matter.
I know
it doesn't matter.
I know they lost it last week.
Exactly.
That just makes you more
Double
wrong.
It doesn't make it
Doubly wrong.
It doesn't matter
Makes you
if
more
they lose
wrong.
one game
Doubly
or
wrong.
they lose 20 games.
You're doubly wrong.
It's the same.
You're still more wrong than you were last week.
Yeah. Do you remember how they were 5 points clear and running away with the league? Not anymore.
Good. I'm glad that
Right,
it's competitive.
let's get into this. Is it? We're competing to which team's going to throw it away. But I'd rather be competing to see which team's going to win it.
Well, hopefully it's going to be like Bournemouth or Palace are going to go on to win it.
Let's just say, for instance, right? Let's just hypothetically speaking.
Don't say Palace because they've
No.
lost their unbeaten record.
I'm not going there.
I mean, at the moment, Tottenham are looking pretty good.
Let's just say for a second, hypothetically, that was the last game of the season.
Yeah.
Right, Liverpool players should be forced onto the pitch to hand Arsenal the trophy because they've given it to them.
Yeah.
Nobody's winning this league at the minute. Arsenal are at the top because Liverpool pushed them up there.
I mean, Chelsea should have had a penalty.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not.
Chelsea should have had a penalty though, but
If this is how the league is won, Liverpool players should be forced onto the pitch to hand that trophy over to Arsenal because we haven't won it. We'll have been given it, and they should literally be made to go on the pitch and give it to us. Fucking, this is dire. Best league in the world.
I mean, the thing is, though, if Arsenal go on to actually win the league...
With Arteta forever, you know that.
Yeah, I know that.
Arteta will be in charge for the rest of my natural life.
I know.
Which wouldn't be very long. You're fucking driving in the oncoming traffic.
I wouldn't want to put anybody else's life at risk, but I'd be looking at some of the bridges thinking, that looks alright, that one. I wonder what that one tastes like. That's a poor joke, but there you go. That's just me. Right, so we go on to today. We had Aston Villa 2, Burnley 1.
Not really surprised there.
I'd say that was probably expected. That Marlon's looking fucking good, by the way. He's looking really, really good. A bit of a shock. Everton 2, Crystal Palace 1.
Good game. I actually watched that game.
Yeah.
I was thinking draw for that one, but again, Grealish, another one. He's English, so I like to see him doing well, and he is doing well at Everton.
Wrongly left out the England side, though. I think.
We've got a German in charge. He's not going to pick the best team.
No, clearly
is he
not.
fuck? Because he's just a tit.
His selection for this one has been quite questionable.
What? Sticking with the one that did well last time?
Oh,
there's still players that aren't playing well.
They did well against an absolute dog shit Serbia, and the game before that we scraped through and we should have scored 7. So I'm not giving him much credit yet. We'll wait and see, but I still don't want a German in charge of England regardless. Even if we win the World Cup, it'll be a disappointing win because we've got a German there celebrating with us. And I'm sorry, but and it's not just because he's German. I didn't like the fact that Sven-Goran Eriksson was in charge, and I didn't like that Italian guy, whatever the fuck his name was. That wasn't important enough for me to remember, but yes, Capello. Didn't much like him being in charge either, because I think an English guy should be in charge of the... Are you telling me we don't have any English people worthy of the England job?
We've already established we do. We all agreed that at the time it was probably going to be Eddie Howe, but no, it didn't happen.
Arseholes.
We spoke
anyway,
about that.
Newcastle 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Not a massive shock. Mainly because Nuno's no longer in charge of Nottingham Forest. Wolves 1, Brighton 1.
They were winning for a long time.
Yeah, because of Brighton.
Do you feel sorry for them?
So,
did you see the goal?
I've got to say, when you're competing there, you don't want Wolves winning.
Yeah, but have you seen Wolves' goal?
No.
I feel sorry for the goalkeeper.
We will show you.
Okay.
We will show you during the break the Wolves goal.
Oh, right.
I feel sorry for the goalkeeper.
To be honest, you'll watch it and go, fuck me, that was a great save.
Yeah.
That was such
and then
an incredible save. Literally, seconds later, you're like, wow, that's harsh as fuck.
Is this one of them things he saves it on the line and picks it up and drags it?
No.
No. We'll allow you. Okay. We'll allow the wait. We'll let it just sink in.
Okay.
And then we'll tell you during the break. But, mate, honestly,
I feel for him.
I could have cried for him.
Yeah.
I genuinely, I could have, my heart went out to him. I could have cried for him. It was fucking awful. Anyway, now, currently playing, Brentford 0, Man City 1. Ladyboy with the big long hair has scored it again.
Literally muscles through 3 players to do it.
Yeah, just goes, swings his locks about and blinds everybody, and through he goes and scores another goal. I mean, he is great at what he does. There's no denying it.
Yeah.
And scoring goals is
what he does.
Is not the easiest thing to do.
Just before we finish for the first part, should we talk about one particular game that we've not mentioned down in the lower leagues?
No.
What happened against Derby?
So what it was we started the game really well, really positive, made a couple good chances that, we should have scored a couple. Armstrong got a goal. Lucky. They said, he beat 4 players. It was kind of a ping-pong kind of pinball machine, and he just happened to get the ball at the end of it. Put it past the keeper, that's fine. But then Derby just went on the attack at that point. Questionable decision whether or not it was a throw-in or not. By the sounds of it, it doesn't look like Derby should have had a throw-in. Manning played to the whistle. He was obviously still talking to the linesman, wasn't in position. Thrown in, crossed in, fine header. McCarthy couldn't really do anything about it. 1-1. Both teams had chances. McCarthy made a couple good saves.
McCarthy's got man of the match on FOTMob.
I'm okay with that. He made some terrific saves. Yeah. I've got no problem with McCarthy being in goal. He's a lot better than Bazunu. I would still take another keeper because he, unfortunately, is prone to a
John
mistake.
Ramsdale, he's doing fuck all at the minute.
Yeah, absolutely.
Warming a bench.
So I'm okay with McCarthy in goal. I think the team's better. I think we need to be more ruthless. I've said it week and week on. We just
do you need to be more ruthless, or do you need someone that's going to score goals?
We need somebody that's going to score goals.
It's all well and good telling them to be ruthless, but if they're not capable of it...
I think he's finding his system. He's finding the better players. I'm quite happy the fact that he's quite happy to drop players if they're not performing. It doesn't matter on the price tag, so... I'm not going against the manager or anything like that. He probably has to do some more right decisions, but we need to be more ruthless and take these chances. We've got one of the most expensive squads in the league. We need to start showing it. There's plenty of time to go. There's so many matches to go in the season.
Well, you're on your 9th match out of 46, so yeah, there's a lot to go. And you've only lost 2.
The odds of getting top... What's the odds of getting top 2? It gets slimmer, especially when you think, okay, Coventry are really performing. Right now, you can't see Coventry losing that many games. They obviously will lose games. Middlesbrough, they just lost to Portsmouth. They'll be up there. Leicester, they'll probably be up there as well. So actually getting up there is going to be quite tough. The rest of the top 6,
by the way, because you've just gone through Coventry, Middlesbrough, Leicester, who are 1, 2, 3 respectively. You've then got Preston in 4th. They're playing pretty well. Drawing a few too many though.
Yeah.
4 wins, 4 draws. That's a lot of draws. Stoke 1-4, drawn 3, lost 2. They're 5th, and QPR again 1-4, drawn 3,
Stoke have
lost 2.
just drawn 3 in a row. Basically,
yeah, which has stalled them a little bit. But
they played Middlesbrough. They just conceded a last-minute goal, late goal to Blackburn. Mm-hmm. So Darryl will probably be happy the fact that they got a 1-1 result there.
Yeah, they're struggling.
I'll be honest. In 21st in the league, I don't think Darryl's going to be happy about fucking anything at the moment.
No,
I think he's just going to be livid at the way they're playing right now.
So it's going to be tough. I mean, Sheffield United, we'll briefly mention them because we like mentioning them. So they lost 1-0 to Hull, and they had a penalty as well.
To be fair, it's only their 8th defeat of the season, though.
You know what? I'm going to say one thing. As much as I'm not a big Wilder fan, I think he's a good coach. I just can't get in my mind. I can't get round why he went back.
Yeah.
And I think that as much as I don't think he deserves the losses, the ownership of Sheffield United do deserve the losses. They deserve everything that's happening to them right now.
I'm going to double that up and throw that at Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because their current manager doesn't deserve to be annihilated for what's going wrong. The ownership does.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because Wilder
they've killed him.
Did a great job.
They've probably gone from a team that probably people quite like in the Premier League, Forest. People didn't hate them last year. They probably thought, I hope Forest go on and get the Champions League. I hope they do.
Now people are just like, the owner's a dick.
People are probably thinking now, I hope Forest get relegated. I bet you there's more fans in the Premier League hoping that Forest go down.
Yeah, but
now.
it's nothing to do with the fan base.
No, it's the
and
ownership.
it's
At
nothing
all.
to do with the actual club.
Ownership.
It's the
It's
owner.
just that fucking idiots that's in charge. Which, by the way, was sat at Arsenal because he also owns fucking Olympiacos.
Yeah.
Because he was in the stands, and I'm like, I've seen his face before, and I don't know where. And then he went, "Oh, Mariakis or someone from the Forest owner. What the fuck's he doing sat there?"
Yeah.
Oh, and as we know, he's also the owner of Olympiacos. I'm like, so if Forest ever play Olympiacos, then surely they'll get kicked out
They're
like
not-
fucking Crystal Palace did.
It depends, because he's probably actually done the thing that Palace didn't do, which was the sort of how the ownership's
Oh, yeah.
done.
It's fucking
He
ridiculous.
doesn't have a
anyway.
controlling
Right.
stake.
Yeah.
We've gone way over, boys, for this
No
one.
worries.
So I think what we're going to
It's
do is
okay.
we're going to go to break now, and we shall see you, wonderful people, shortly.
Welcome back from a break on the episode Dermot Dickhead. As this will now be known.
It will now be known. Right, so we ran a little bit over in part one, so maybe have a slightly shorter part two.
So as we're talking referee, I'm going to briefly go into something now. I saw a clip because, as I do when I get bored, you watch shorts and stuff like that. So Clattenburg was talking to fans and that, and they were talking about time wasting and how, in effect, they want to give the power to the referees to make changes. And one of the things he suggested was, because you know this, you've got to take a throw in without a certain amount of time, and you know, the ref will say to him, come on, take the throw in, give them the chances to throw it back in the pitch, you know, because they take 10 steps the other way, etc. And then they're like, go back. So then the player goes back and then he delays the throw in. And then eventually the referee's got to go over to go book the player, which could take another 10, 20 seconds for him to go over, actually book it. And then that same player will then go to proceed to take another probably 6-7 seconds before taking the throw in.
Yeah.
So in effect, that player has won the delay in tactics because he's taken even longer. Now, what the ref says is forget the whole yellow card situation and stuff, and basically
Just give the other team the throw.
give the other team a throw in.
100%.
So reverse the decision. Bit like if a delay in taking a corner, reverse the decision, give a goal kick.
The thing is, though, is
because apparently they tell the players, come on, take the corner and stuff like that.
we've all played competitive football.
Yeah.
Be it Sunday League, be it at youth level. You were at Vale. I went to schoolboys at Man City. We've all played some form of decent football. Okay. So I know that I've never seen anyone take longer than 10 seconds over a throw-in. You stand there, you hold the ball, you see where it's going, you throw it in.
Yeah.
Why do professionals take so fucking long arsing about? Because half of them that do it are losing.
Yeah.
So it's not a time-wasting thing. You're fucking losing 2-1, and you're taking 25, 30 seconds over a throw-in.
Yeah.
Throw the fucking ball.
Yeah. Now, for me, if you're defending a lead and you're in your own half, are you going to delay taking a throw-in when you know that after so much time, you're then going to get the decision overturned and then get given?
Yes. Do you want to know why? Because refs haven't got the bollocks to put the rules into force.
I think they could.
Yeah.
But then
How many goal kicks have you seen that have gone? Because there's definitely times it's gone over 8 seconds. How many times have you seen it reversed to actually give a corner? Once on the day it was decided. Was it Newcastle? Once. The refs have not got the bollocks. And do you know why they haven't got the bollocks? Because VAR's taken over. No referee now actually refs a game. They watch a game and wait for VAR to ref the game. That's what fucking annoys me about VAR. It's not working. It's not working. It needs to go. Because refs are no longer reffing. They're watching.
Is it?
I don't think VAR needs to go. I think it's
Oh,
the
I do.
whole thing what... somebody said... I think it... Gary Lineker said it, that you get a review system. So you have one review a game. So you've got to be adamant. So the captain or the manager or whatever gets the decision and goes, I want to review that for this reason.
Bit like tennis.
And if they win that appeal, they keep their review. But if they lose it, that's it. They're gone. So
Okay,
they
so
can't
question.
review.
because I've still got an issue with that.
Do you?
Yeah,
Why?
because for me the issue isn't VAR in itself.
Yeah.
VAR is a video assistant referee. VAR is flawless. It shows you the repeat of what's just happened.
Yeah.
It does exactly what it's meant to do. The fact is you've got Bart Simpson and Krusty the Clown fucking telling you whether it's a decision or not. The system itself is flawless. The people using it are fucking idiots.
Yeah, but what they need to do is they just need to
Qualify people for it.
No,
Have people that
because
aren't
it's
complete
still
clowns.
interpretation.
Maybe somebody that actually knows the game of football. Possibly.
So if
Just
somebody
throwing it out
turns
there.
around to you and you have an appeal decision, like the guy that gets fouled in the box that doesn't get a penalty, he can go to his captain and go, "That's 100% a penalty," and then the captain will go, "I want to review that decision."
And then Krusty the Clown will sit and watch it and go, no,
whereas
not a
the
chance.
guy who's been fouled
fucking
in the
point.
box actually sits to the captain and goes, "I don't think I really got touched then," because I imagine that if the striker goes down and he's took a dive and they're not going to overturn it, and he tells the captain, "Oh, that's a penalty, 100%," and they lose that appeal, imagine the slater in that player's going to get
be
all the
soaping sock
fine,
in it and slapping him in
especially
the
if there
changing
goes
rooms.
to be a blatant decision.
Is that an 80s thing?
Rock and
That's
sock.
an 80s thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's an 80s thing.
And a moment later, there's a clear handball in the box, which hasn't been seen, and the guy's like, they can't appeal it because the decision's been made. Imagine that how much abuse that player's
Did
going
you
to
see
get.
that the Swedish league has completely scrapped VAR?
I did not know
And
that.
yeah, so the Swedish league have said we don't want it.
Yeah.
The Norwegian league, I think it was, went, we don't want it either. All the teams voted to get rid of it, and their FA just went, tough.
That's a dictatorship, not a democracy.
Literally,
It should be a
their
democracy.
their own FA just went, tough shit, get on with it. Can't fix games when you don't have control.
I'm not a fan.
So
of
yeah,
VAR.
so I think something
Well,
needs
the
to
people
change, and I
running it.
think obviously, I think the only way it works is the review system. I think it's the only way it can work because there's just too much time.
Yeah, but the thing is like, let's say Gorkres goes over and he says to Odegaard, "You need to appeal that, mate, because that's definitely a penalty." Let's just for example, let's say it wasn't
use
given as a
that.
penalty.
Yeah.
I know they gave the penalty originally, which shocks me because he's a Liverpool fan and he doesn't want Arsenal winning, but that's by the by. Let's just say he didn't give the penalty and then Gorkres goes, "I definitely got caught by his knee. I need you to review that." They review it and go, "Not a penalty." So you're still wasting a review, but it's not because the decision didn't need overturning. It's because the people in there are incompetent and don't know how football works. And they're trying to convince you that putting your foot in the floor means the keeper stopped moving forward.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And there's loads of them. Look at Arsenal Man United game 1. Saliba booted fucking, who was it? Was it Tesco? Come on. I can't remember who it was now. One of the United players was in the middle of the box and Saliba literally just kicked his ankle. No penalty. Really? There's a fucking blatant penalty. Blatant.
Well, at the end of the day, it'd end this corruption, where a goal goes in and depending what the team is, they allege corruption. That depending what team it is, they look further back for a foul. It's like Liverpool versus Palace. They tried their hardest to disallow that Palace goal.
They really did.
Because they'll look at everything. They'll keep looking back at absolutely everything. Whereas sometimes, if that was a Liverpool goal, the check's over dead quickly.
I'm
in the
fairly
last
certain
minute.
at one point during that Palace game, they actually went to Liverpool's previous game to see whether they could find a foul in that to disallow it, and they couldn't. Which was,
You know what I mean?
Interesting.
But that's the way it goes. A bit like, Fulham when they got harshly done by because the guy stood on his foot when he was doing a perfectly legitimate turn.
Yeah. It's not fit for purpose, is it, for me? The people running it are just incompetent.
Did Salah handball the goal for their goal anyway in the first place? So justice was done in the end. Because he blatantly handballed it. His hand wasn't in a natural position. It's up here when he's doing it.
But does it count if he says that he was trained by Maradona? Does that help? Is that no? Is that not a thing? That's not a thing. Okay, I just thought I'd check just to see. Where
So something's got to change.
Let me just have a look what's going on. Brentford are attacking. That's what the noise is.
Oh.
I think they've got a corner.
So
They've just
So
missed
that's
a
the only way
one-on-one,
it
by the way,
works.
which was fucking easy to score
For
the
me.
miss.
that's the only way it works for me. I think the review system, I think that would work.
I don't, just because I think the people running it are incompetent. And I think if you actually have people that know the game, know the rules, and know what they're doing, I think VAR works. As is. I think VAR works if you have... Me and him and you have sat watching games, and then we've seen a replay, and both of us have gone penalty. Or both of us have gone, it's not a red. We're not ex-professional players. We're not ex-referees. But we fucking know how football works.
But then you talk about the Tarkovsky handball, where we both said blatant penalty, and you
Not a
turn
penalty.
around and goes, not a penalty.
I still don't think that was a penalty.
But it was a blatant penalty.
It was not a blatant penalty.
So people would say that you're a
But-
clueless idiot.
But the thing is we don't agree on say
They must know him well.
we don't agree on say 5 to 10%
Yeah.
of decisions. That's a very, very small fucking window of potential
I
errors.
know it is.
Plus, if us three are sat in there, it would have been a penalty anyway because it's 2-on-1. So it'd have been given as a penalty regardless.
Yeah.
You'd have gone pen, and I'd have gone, I don't think it is. You'd be like, but it's 2 against 1, so we're going to tell the ref it's a pen. But like, okay.
Yeah.
It would have been that easy. And
Yeah.
it would have been done like that.
Yeah, because
Because you two would have just gone, that's a pen. I'd have gone, I don't think it was, but I'm outnumbered. So
But then but that's what VAR has come into. So they're making a decision on whether or not that is. Now, do we need to look at, was there a foul in the build-up to it?
for me, no, because it's gone now. If
Do
it
we
was a
need
foul,
to
the ref
see
would
if
have
there's
given
an
it.
offside in the build-up? Maybe.
Yeah, because that's offside and
Because
and
that's
offsides
offside.
count.
But how far back do you go for a foul that wasn't given? Because that wouldn't be a clear and obvious
well,
error.
8 seconds seems to be a big
Now,
thing
the one
for,
thing I will say
football at
is
the minute.
that
Go back 8 seconds.
should the Gyökeres one be a penalty? And yes, it should have remained a penalty for the simple fact it wasn't a clear and obvious error.
I agree. And he did deny a goal scoring opportunity.
And the penalty was given on the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if the decision was no penalty on the pitch and VAR review decides, I'd be okay with the fact, because he touched the ball first, is it a penalty? Because would it be a clear and obvious error because Pope did get the ball? Would it be clear and obvious error?
My
for them to
personal
get
opinion,
involved?
that on the halfway line is a foul every day of the week.
Yeah.
So it's a penalty. If you're going to give a foul on the halfway line, you're going to give the same foul in the area.
Yeah.
Now, nobody's going to slow that down on the halfway line and go, oh, but it might have just grazed the grass on the end of his boot. Nobody gives a fuck. It's a foul. It's a foul.
To be fair, they should just get rid of that clear and obvious error statement because it clearly isn't used
What they
for
should
that.
get rid of is some of this bullshit where they go, if they get the ball first, yeah. If they get the ball first, this is what needs clarification. You're not telling me that the castle keeper, Pope,
Yeah.
got that ball. He
No.
got to the ball first. No, he fucking didn't. He was nowhere near getting the ball. Nowhere near getting the ball.
Now, the other game that week was the Fulham guy, Josh. Is it Josh King?
Josh King.
Who went down in the box. Now, they
Yeah.
were saying it was a penalty, and then they've turned around and go, absolutely, it wasn't a penalty. I'm kind of like, you know what? I really can't decide if that's a penalty or not, because...
Right, so... Crazy fucking idea here.
Yeah,
The three of us are sat watching it,
yeah,
and you go, I'm not 100% sure. You go, I'm not 100% sure. And I go, I'm only 99%. I'm only 1%. I'm
Yeah.
99% unsure. On-field decision.
yeah.
Whatever the on-field... Because we can't tell, guess what it isn't?
Clear and obvious.
Thank you. On-field decision. End of
Yeah.
story. You're not sure. You're not sure. I'm not sure. Go with the
I
ref.
couldn't decide.
So go with the ref.
Yeah,
That's how VAR's meant to work.
yeah.
Yeah, already we're sat here going, but what if we can't decide what it is? Fucking ref's already decided.
Yeah.
So if we don't know,
Yeah.
then the ref's decision stands.
Yeah. As long as you can
be
trust,
that easy.
as long as you can trust that this is the biggest thing for me. Right. As long as you can trust that the referee is actually going to make a decision on the pitch.
That's the big problem. I've said this many times. Even today, I don't think refs are reffing the game anymore. They're waiting for VAR to do it for them.
Yeah.
But if that was the case, if the refs regularly heard, or regularly enough, the refs heard in their ear, the three of us can't decide, we'll go with the on-field decision.
Yeah.
Refs are then going to start to think, my decision counts here. My decision actually means something.
100%.
So I'm going to have to ref this game because they're not over-reffing me.
No.
Or they're not reffing over me, should I say.
Tough.
That was awful
Tough.
fucking verbalisation, that was. So you just go with the on-field decision. And referees would start to learn, yeah, this matters here. I need to actually watch what's going on and make a decision, because if they're not sure, they're going to go with me. So if the ref said pen for King, and the three of us are going, I don't really know. Ref's decision stands. Easy, done. Dealt with. Piss. That's what VAR was meant to be for in the fucking first place. They just don't use it like that because nobody's competent enough. And that's my problem, is how fucking stupid they are. It even annoyed me that Arsenal didn't give the penalty away first game of the season. Because the fair and just thing would have been to give them a penalty. Now, we've all watched Bruno Fernandes take penalties recently.
Yeah.
There is no saying United were scoring that penalty.
No.
No say. There's probably a 50-50 fucking chance of whether they score in it, but they should have had it. And that's what bugs me. I'm an Arsenal fan and I'm annoyed they didn't get it. Because it was a clear fucking foul.
I'm intrigued to see if Fernandes takes Man United's next penalty.
Of course he will.
He shouldn't, though.
It's not the point.
Now, the other one, so we've got another penalty decision that wasn't given. You've got the handball in the Newcastle game. Not given as handball because it came up his shin, but his arm definitely is in a natural position because he's lying down.
No. The rule is if it comes off of your body, it's then not a handball. That's the actual ruling.
Oh, I know.
My issue with it is, had that been the striker, goal disallowed.
Yeah.
That's
because it doesn't matter if it's accidental if you're a striker.
Handball
if you're a
handball.
defender, accidental, you're okay. You can get away with it. As a striker, you're not looking at the ball. It's flicked up off your heel. It's caught your fingernail.
Yeah.
They'll disallow the goal.
Yeah.
So why is it one rule for one and not for... That's what pisses me off.
Was it Havertz who scored one where he's literally fell over?
Yeah.
And as he's fell, it's caught onto his arm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, it's not even... He's not done anything
Yeah,
because he's
just
fell
fell
over and
into
it's hit his
Yeah,
hand.
yeah.
Well,
It's like, come on.
It's like when we played Villa and I think it was Armstrong had a shot and the ball barely took a movement, and I think it was Cash. He stuck his arm out to stop the ball from going in the back of the net.
Yeah.
Deliberate action to do it.
Yes, of course.
But they slowed it down that much, and they decided that they really had to slow it down just to see that the ball had altered direction ever so slightly.
Yeah.
But
it was minuscule.
Minuscule, but because it came off his thigh first, not a handball, even though he made a deliberate action to actually palm the ball away.
It's ridiculous.
And it was just so it was like, oh, okay. So they used the rule where they say, oh, if it comes off a body part.
I think if you still move a limb afterwards, do you know what I mean? If you're moving your arm to do it, even if it's touching the deliberate handball.
I've got a crazy idea. If it's a handball for the striker, it's a handball for the defender. Done.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, but what I mean is, say the ball just hits your leg and your hand is already there and it just puts it into your hand.
Isn't he always slacking?
Yeah.
Like the thing is,
yes.
And he's just caught the boom arm.
Yeah.
So basically, if a defender absolutely smacks the ball from point blank range, it hits the body of a striker. It then clips his arm that's in a natural position, drops down, and the striker then puts it in the back of the net. Goal or no goal?
Goal.
We know it's no goal in actual real terms, but
Of course it's a goal.
it's a goal.
Of course it's a goal.
It should be a goal.
I thought the goal would only... You mean the ball hits... No, if the ball hits the defender's hand and the striker scores...
striker's
arm.
arm.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
hit the
I mean,
strikers.
it should be a goal because it's come off another body part into your arm, which the defender would get away with. But this is my point. If it's a free kick for the striker, it should be a free kick for the defender, which is a penalty.
But if a striker
Simple.
then passes the ball to somebody else, It's a goal. Because it's not handball anymore.
I mean,
They got rid of that rule.
The rules are fucking stupid, aren't they?
I just think if it's complete accidental, like comes off into the body part, complete accidental, then
Just sort your telly out quickly.
Why? Oh.
So basically, what you need to do is so say you're getting lobbed and stuff like that. So best thing to do is if you're a defender, just make sure it comes off your knee first. Punch the ball away.
So basically, what they can do is when the ball's rolling towards the defender, he can just flick it up and then punch it out. It's come off his foot, hasn't it? So
Yeah.
I mean,
As
the
long
rules.
as it's
The
not a
rules are
deliberate action.
stupid,
As long
aren't
as it's
they?
not a deliberate action to kick the ball first.
You Matty Cash.
Yeah.
You're telling me that wasn't deliberate?
100% it was.
Well, what's different from flicking it up and punching it? It's just
amazing.
A lot of it just doesn't make sense to me at all. I just don't get it. I don't get why it's so bad. I don't get why VAR is still contentious. After what, 7 years, 8 years now of VAR?
I think we've got at least another 3 years.
And it's still contentious.
Another 3 years at least, and the laws will probably change 10, 20, 30
laws,
times.
The fucking law changes. Oh my God. Every year, we're changing the handball rule. Or this year, we're going to change the handball rule. Or this year, we just decided to change the handball rule. Nobody fucking knows what... You literally have pundits on Match Today going, I don't even know what handball is and what handball isn't anymore.
Nobody does.
What are we doing here? Why are we confusing
Even Dermot
someone that should
Dickhead
be-
doesn't know because it's
Dermot
whatever
Dickhead.
decision gets made on the pitch.
Still Dermot Dickhead.
Whatever decision's made by the referee, Dermot Dickhead will agree with.
Yeah, I mean, that's fucking irritating, really, because, like... And do you know what bugs me the most is because they are friends? I'd love nothing more than to go on telly and slag you two off for being incompetent. I'd fucking take joy in that. Why is he fucking defending his friends? You should be laying into him. Look, you've got one that fucking called Klopp a cunt and now he's a fucking paedophile. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
These people are not all good. Like, let's start outing them for what they actually are.
Yeah, definitely
Do you want to go and sort your box out?
bring
now,
on the change.
Well, what's happened?
your actual skybox?
What the fuck?
Talking of incompetent. Hey, fucking
Can't
hell.
handle it.
Jesus wept. Yes, fuck's sake, you got that right.
Uh,
Right, I think what we'll do is we'll call it there, and that probably makes up for the extra long
Extra.
first part. And we shall see you beautiful people very shortly.
Did you know? Welcome back to part 3, but I've got an interesting stat that I'm just reading now.
We're starting then, are we? We're starting, okay.
So, Tyler Diblin started for Everton today, and it's the first time that David Moyes has named a teenager in his starting 11, apparently, in 185 Premier League matches, and the last team he named in the top flight side was Jeremy Carragher for West Ham against Wolves in June 2020.
Okay.
That just seemed really, really random.
I mean, that could have been your stat for next time.
Could have been, but I've just liked it that much.
Not on part 3, which is meant to be like the
I know,
the separate part of the pod.
I just saw something, so I went with it.
Isn't that how you got in trouble last time? Not when
Yeah.
the police were knocking at your door because you were like, I saw her and I went for it.
Oh dear.
Doesn't really work like that, does it? Anyway.
Yeah. Back with the usual part 3 stuff.
Yeah, let's get back to the less interesting stuff. Tin Ribs, anything to say? Dating in 2025. How is dating in 2025? Jim Jam, dating in 2025. How is dating in 2025?
Oh, it's not exactly working out great.
No.
As we
Not
established
working out
last
great.
week.
Yeah, we did establish last week. Have you actually listened to
Yes,
last
I
week?
have. Yes.
Have you actually?
Yes.
I didn't think he was going to. That's why I brought it up. I was wanting to
Yes.
slag you off and call you a twat then. but-
I even mentioned the fact that it didn't put adverts on the thing.
Yeah, he did.
That doesn't mean he's listened to it. That just means
Yeah.
he's put it on.
Yeah.
So he can go, he didn't have ads on mine. So
But we established he
it
doesn't
has-
necessarily listen when he's here.
Yeah. It's only just started to be off.
Yeah, but we've only been doing it for 91 weeks, so you can't really blame him for not
Yeah.
fucking paying any attention.
Mm.
Useless. Yeah, so we did establish last week that your dating has not been great.
Yeah.
I'm I'm hoping orange is silenced now.
I've not heard from orange for a good while now, so
Good.
that's great.
That is good. That is good, because
really
we
like
both know
Yeah.
that I wasn't happy about orange, and
Yeah.
I made my feelings pretty clear.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to get in your way because
Yeah.
it's your life, but wasn't happy about orange.
No, not at all.
You
Orange
got- you-
wasn't too favourable. Didn't have a lot of
he
nice
wasn't
stuff
too
to
keen
say.
on orange either.
Yeah, he didn't have
No.
a lot of nice stuff to say about orange, and
Yeah,
deservedly
but
so.
no. We left that. What about you? Have you got any colours in your future?
No.
No, nothing lined up. No
No.
dates. No nothing.
No.
I mean, you might not go with colours to describe yours. You might go with something else. But he went with colours.
I went with colours.
I went with random names, which apparently I'm still getting in trouble for.
Yeah.
You're talking about us. You know it's about you because you're the one causing the fucking problems, right? I'm using different names. So if somebody's listening to it, they're not going to know Mel is actually my ex that I have a daughter with. Because this may surprise you. Given that you went round for fucking 80 weeks or whatever it was while we were recording.
Yeah.
Her name's not actually Mel.
Yeah.
The only problem is they do actually realise they're probably sure that they do know what the name actually is. Because I was going to say...
I guarantee Mel does not know why she's called Mel. Because that didn't even come from me.
Yeah.
So... And it didn't come from my lady either before she gets fucking blamed, because she gets blamed for loads of shit at the minute. It wasn't her either. Mel come from somewhere completely different, but I thought it was quite funny, so I went with it. Barbie's fucking obvious why she's called Barbie. Let's be fucking obvious about it. And Grotbags is just, Grotbags. So that's kind of obvious as well.
Purple knew she was purple.
Purple did work out that she was purple.
Yeah.
And...
What's more surprising is that Purple actually listened.
No. I'm going to tell you the most surprising thing about Purple is she thought I was right. Nobody's ever thought that in the history of the world.
But you were right.
I mean, I was. I was definitely right. But that's not the point. For somebody else to think I was right is a fucking miracle, to be quite honest.
The fact that you were right is bad enough.
Yeah, that's the
you
worst
can
thing.
wind your neck in for a start. Fucking hell.
I was wrong.
Do you remember what you're doing tomorrow, yeah?
I was wrong, you were right.
Fucking useless.
I was wrong, you were right.
Whatever it is, I
we
hope you're
need
late
less
for
of that. Less of that. All I can do is hope that not to be wrong again. And for you to be wrong
To be fair, I mean, I'm wrong a lot. To be fair, for most of it, you weren't wrong. And you were doing the right thing and you were going about it the right way. You just did a couple of wrong things. They just happened to be catastrophic rather than slight.
Yeah.
Like, if you'd have done a slight wrong, it'd have been overlooked.
Yeah.
Instead, you went in with a fucking full-on tsunami and just washed everything out the fucking way.
We do.
I mean, we're guys, so we do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest. I've caused a few issues this week with being a bit of a dick and what have you. There's nothing major but
What a surprise!
Yeah, I just you get carried away with certain things, do you?
But I suppose it's good to know that to speak to Purple about it and to actually know that the apology was listened to. That was a big deal because that's what meant more to me than anything. Actually apologise.
It means that you got
more.
to apologise, albeit indirectly.
Yes.
Which is, it's definitely a plus because you do feel better when you've apologised, when you've done something wrong.
Yeah.
And, as we established in part one of this, you were wrong. But it's nice to be able to say, mate, I've had to eat fucking humble pie over the last couple of days as well, and I've had to go on my knees and I'm really sorry and shouldn't have done this and shouldn't have said that and whatever. I've made a couple of mistakes this week as well. So we all do it. I mean, luckily, mine was the splash rather than the tsunami, so I'm all good. But
we'll keep the colours. That's as much detail. I'll go into colours at the moment.
Yeah, we're kind of done with that. So we need new colours now for new dates.
Not necessarily. Maybe I don't need any colours right now.
That's kind of where I'm at the moment.
You're fucking boring.
I
need stories. Like the podcast needs stories. We can't live on court stories because at some point, I'm going to say something I shouldn't. I'm going to get into trouble because right now, every single word that comes out of my mouth on this podcast is being scrutinised by many people. right? Which is great because we get loads of views, right? And that's why I keep talking about
you
it. They don't realise that I'd have stopped talking about this weeks ago if they weren't fucking sharing it around.
Off camera, you need to know there is a story update. He actually knows what it is.
I do.
And you don't know what it is, but I can't say it on camera.
What story update for what? The court?
No, just something that's gone on in my life.
Oh, so you've got an update.
But I can't tell.
But it's not a podcast update.
I can't put it out there into
Thanks
the world.
for bringing it up on the podcast where everyone's now going to be fucking curious about it.
But I thought it was better the fact that
it's almost like
knows.
a stay tuned next week sort of issue now.
It was kind of one of them
We're
things.
not here next week, though, because next week's
here,
international break. So there is no podcast next week.
Yeah, it's fun.
See, I got here and I was fully prepared. So I went into the stories of what's going on. Obviously, the fact that there was communication that came from Purple. There was and updates from other people that have to remain nameless, not orange.
You're as pointlessly cryptic as Mel. Do you realise that?
I know that. I've got to stay cryptic because of what it is. But all I'll say is that it's not surprising.
He's got to take a trip to the clinic. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
And as soon as the recording's over, I will tell you this update. But I just thought I'd bring it up on the pod just for the simple fact that he knows and you don't. And the only reason you don't know is because you weren't on time today. You moaned at me for not being on time.
Right, I mean, the thing is, I've had to lug all this fucking podcast equipment round with me because you didn't want to drive down here last week.
You weren't complaining at the comfort and everything that was
going lovely.
on.
Don't get me wrong. It was lovely. But lugging all this shit around is a pain in the arse. And I just happened to have filled my car and then forgot the laptop and had to go back.
The most important part.
Literally the only thing we can't do with that. Even microphones, we could just get away with the microphone that's in the laptop, although it would sound bad. But not having the laptop was the tsunami rather than the splash.
But you've got around about 20 minutes until you find out what this update is, which is great.
It's a great update, is it?
Well, it's not great.
He's just said great and then he lied to me.
It's definitely not great.
Is it good, average or great?
Jaw-dropping.
It's interesting.
Jaw-dropping. Fucking hell. We've gone through it's not great. It's now it's world-changing.
And you wonder why I'm not on the dating scene at the moment.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. If I wasn't with my lady,
you wouldn't bother.
I wouldn't bother. I'd have never dated again. I only decided to get involved again because it's who it is.
Yeah.
Because she is who she is. That's the only fucking reason I've even entertained the idea of being with anybody. But if it fails with her, I'm done. I don't want anybody ever. Because it's just not worth it.
You know what? It's like I'm going out on Saturday. You know what? I'm quite happy to go out on Saturday and not have any, like...
Where are you going?
I'm going out in Stone on Saturday.
That's not what I was getting at.
Should I actually say the location? Oh, I suppose there's no problem.
Well, they know we live in Stafford, so Stone's not exactly far away.
So I'm just going out, meeting up with a couple friends. So that'll be nice. And, I'm not in any relationship and stuff. So
I'm debating whether to come and meet you.
Fair enough. More the merrier.
Because I haven't
come down
been
and
out.
Just
I haven't been out since we went to Wales with the football lot.
So that's perfectly fine. Obviously, we'll talk about that after and stuff. But I'm quite happy with going there. I've got a trip away at the end of towards the end of the month. I'm going. You won't believe, but I'm actually going to Dublin.
Shocker.
Not that I've ever.
Can you believe that, Tim?
Been there before.
Dublin.
Just doesn't seem like the type.
But it'll be the first time I'm going to.
I have
Dublin.
to try and involve him because people will forget he's fucking English.
It's the first time I'm going to Dublin single, and you know what? And one of the things that I know people get annoyed about, I end up in a relationship. I spend far too much time on my phone. And you know what? Actually going out with people.
Don't you dare not. You haven't put your fucking phone down yet during this entire recording.
So actually, and
why is that?
And if you haven't noticed...
Don't tell me you're doing anything to do with football, because this is not the football part of the podcast.
Oh, shit. There's a fucking game going on in the other room, and I'm having to follow it on here.
So, as you can confirm, I'm actually doing a podcast right now, and my phone has been on the floor for all three parts, where I've not even had it pretty much in my hand.
Yeah, mine exactly
Yours
the
has
same.
gone off loads.
I don't know what you're on about.
But
I don't know what you're on about.
That's kind of a difference of where I'm at now. No, I'm not saying that, that'll stay that way. But, not being dependent on messaging people. It's going to be quite nice to go out on Saturday and interact with the people that I'm out with, rather than being on the phone interacting with the people that I'm not with.
Not sure if I need to go now because I will be messaging my lady when I'm out a lot. So
yeah,
because I just message her a lot.
That's fine. That's you. I've obviously neglected friends in the past for women,
I'll vouch for that. He's neglected us.
So.
You don't look like you give a shit. I'll
make a change.
Are you okay? Are you all right? Are you with us?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on over there.
I mean,
I
would say the lights are on, but nobody's home. But the lights aren't on.
But I don't. Things are going to be different.
I've always put friends first, this sort of thing. It's like even Friday at football, I wasn't playing, but needed to square up the numbers, so I turned up.
I mean, I did it the week before. I turned up even though I wasn't in the team, and I ended up
irritatingly, he actually did quite well as a right winger and not a goalkeeper. I was really fucking annoyed about that. I was hoping he'd fall over and land on his face.
Mate, you know what?
Absolute shit.
I will say
annoyingly, you were actually.
Do you know how many people were probably pissed off with my performance on Friday?
Me?
No, because when Mitch said, "Oh, now you're out and all the shit you give us week in, week out, you're gonna have to perform," and I turned up fucking injured, and I still outdid 90% of the people that turn up on a fucking weekly basis.
The question is, though, did that, because obviously you were annoyed that you obviously weren't in goal, but actually played. Now, does that give you more inspiration that if you're not in goal, would you stay on the waiting list now, or would you play outfield again?
In the same situation, I'd probably turn up to make up numbers, but I don't enjoy playing outfield.
Yeah,
I do not enjoy playing outfield. And the fact that because of how bad my ankle was after that game, I couldn't walk till halfway through yesterday.
I'm okay with that.
Just hearing excuses, to be honest.
But no, I don't enjoy playing outfield. And the reason it pissed me off so much was when the vote came out, there was only 2 people online. I was I was literally sat there waiting, and it said 2 people online. So I guarantee
this online thing is about the vote that we put up every Monday, or that Bish sorts out for us for the voting on a Monday. And at 8 o'clock, this vote comes out, and we all sat waiting at 8 to get in, because there's a lot of people in the group, and there's 26 spaces because we play 13 aside. Because we're getting old, we don't like to do the running anymore. Although we do occasionally do an 11 aside.
Like doing the running,
which fucking kills me. You can piss off after losing 4 fucking stone or whatever it was. I've still got that 4 stone. I struggle.
I actually quite enjoy playing that midfield role on Friday. Running around like a bit of chasing it around a bit.
You're not a fan. Not a fan. I like to just stand there and do what I need to do and score great goals like I did on Friday. So, that's by the by. So what he means is that he's aware that there's people waiting to vote. That's what he means by online. But there's people listening that might think, he's on about the fucking PlayStation or Xbox or something. He's not. We're online, as in we're online for the vote.
We get out in the world.
Yes, yeah. I own a PlayStation 5, but I can't fucking remember the last time I actually turned it on to do anything other than maybe watch a Blu-ray or something. And
FC26 all day before I come here.
Wow. FC26. You're the one that spends £100 a fucking year on FIFA, aren't you?
Oh, I didn't spend that much.
Which version did you buy? Bearing in mind, I sat with you on the morning of your wedding playing FIFA with you. On the morning of your wedding, I came round to your house and everyone sat fucking playing FIFA. That's not a lie. I swear to God that's true. And he went, calm as you like, before he gets married in fucking 3 hours.
Yeah.
Won a game.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that knows what's going on today, Jim? I don't know if you're aware, but there's a future wife waiting for you. And he's like, oh, yeah, I know. I'm like, I think
forget about the next part of the story. After we played FIFA, and I actually decided to start getting ready.
Can I just ask a question?
And realised,
oh God,
that my wedding ring was missing, gone completely from where I left it.
Do you think that maybe playing FIFA and not turning up on the day would have been the best thing?
He didn't know that. To be fair, it was all right for years. It was good. But,
so obviously, Ben at that point, he had to go out and go buy a new ring. But to pay for that ring, I used an old ring that I bought for an ex. Wow. It doesn't matter now how many end divorced.
I didn't know that bit of the story. I knew the ring went. I didn't know it was for an ex.
So I ended up getting quite a bit of money from this ring that I'd bought previously, which I never gave to the girl, by the way. So
obviously, because you'd still got it. Women don't give rings back.
So I'd bought this ring, then lost the ring that I bought for my wedding, my own ring. So then went to the jewellers in Stone, traded in this ring, got a load of money back, bought a ring, had a load of money, went to the pub, bought shots, a round of drinks with this money.
Swear to God, it's true.
Because
we drove into Stafford.
Yeah, we did. We drove to Stafford.
We drove
parked
into
the
Stafford.
car up.
I filled my car with people.
Went to Catch Corner.
We were sat at Catch Corner,
drinking shots.
I say we. I was on coke.
Yeah,
I'd like to point that out because I hadn't been drinking.
Yeah, we were drinking shots before getting married.
Leathered.
But I mean, while we were playing FIFA, there were cans involved.
A lot. You couldn't see the table.
Fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the point. How much have you spent on FIFA?
I think it was $84.99 or something like that.
Because that's loads different to 100, isn't it? That's fucking miles away from.
Hang on. How many packs have you bought?
I haven't had to yet because with the Ultimate Edition you get FIFA points. So I bought packs, but just from what I've got given with the game so far.
I'll be honest with you, right?
Yeah.
I don't get the fascination of FIFA. I'm a massive football fan. I live for football.
You know what it is? It's being single. I've got loads of time.
You can
I've got time.
off with that bullshit. We had conversations after your wedding when we both worked at Bibby.
Yeah.
Right? We had conversations after your wedding.
Yeah.
Married man.
Yeah.
Married man.
Yeah.
Where you'd sat and you told me the hundreds of pounds that you'd spent on FIFA during the course of that 12 months.
Yeah.
So it's not because you're single, because you did it when you were married.
Younger then.
It was 14
I
years
haven't.
ago. 50,
this is probably
60?
the first.
Fucking hell, it's going. Shit, how long's it been? Fucking hell, 15 years ago. Fuck me.
This is probably one of the
There you
first
go.
years I've got
Fucking
into it as much as I
Probably
have done
was younger,
recently.
yeah. Fucking hell.
Because for the last few years, I haven't had that much time. You know, having 2 young kids again, it's been. You know, I haven't had that much spare time to actually play computer games. But now, in the
I'll
house
be
on my
honest.
own,
I'm
I
one of
have
them
more
people
time.
that like. I'm going to be really sad now. Okay, this is horrific. But I like sort of very slow, lethargic, think about what you do in games. Okay, so like Sherlock Holmes, there's a couple of them where you have to go around and investigate.
Yeah.
I love doing stuff like that because you could just shut off and just forget about all the bullshit and all the worry and all the stress and all that sort of stuff. And then my cousin decided that he was going to buy this box set of Sherlock Holmes books on Audible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
96 hours of Sherlock Holmes stories. Right, I think I've got 4 hours left.
Nice.
It's fucking ace. Right, I can't shout it out highly enough. It's been brilliant
have so
for
much
me.
time to listen to.
And don't get me
being a
wrong,
driver.
the job that I've got makes things like that so easy. I can listen to TalkSport for like Saturday when I did overtime, 14 hours and 50 minutes I did that day. Most of that was driving because I'd only did 2 drops. I did one in Southampton. Absolute shithole that is. And then I flew over to Amesbury and I did a delivery at Amesbury. But at Southampton I waited 3 hours. And at Amesbury I was there just under 3 hours. And they're fucking miles away from the yard.
Now, you said you spent 14 hours and most of it was driving. That's 6 hours where you're not driving.
Yeah.
Yes, and the rest was driving.
Yeah. 6 hours is quite a lot of time not driving.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, tell me about it. So what'd you do? Put Audible on.
Yeah.
Or TalkSport or whatever, whatever you want to listen to at the time. Audible, now I'll tell you now, I've said it before, I've not read a book since I left school. And I tried not to read when I was in school because I find reading boring. I'm not one of these. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't know if either of you are actually aware of this, right? But I can write short stories and I can write poems and I can write songs. Okay, I can do it and I'm fairly adept at it. But reading, just fucking bores me stupid.
Is that what you're doing now? Are you writing stuff now?
Partway.
Is this for your lady in particular?
I've written loads for her. She's had fucking loads. She's not only have I written a song for her, but I've actually performed it, and she's got it on her phone.
Yeah.
So I've actually full on written a song for her. Anyway, that's by the by. But
we need a copy of these.
Yeah,
please
Right
get right. If you're listening to this, please get in contact with us. We'd love to see the best version of that. Possible.
If you're listening to this,
I know
she's
that
you think my lady's not going to
I know.
listen to this.
So now we're hoping she gets in touch.
Definitely needs to drop me a message
That's
with that
happen.
file.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We won't put it out into the world.
I think
we won't.
I
But
think
there will definitely be blackmail, bribery, all that kind of shit.
I think she loves me too much to be letting you two fuck about like that, to be honest.
I'm reckoning I'll get
I'm
that.
pretty sure that. I'm sure at some point you piss her off. She'll go.
I pissed her off loads this week.
So she's going to turn around at that point and go, right,
You know what?
I know how I can get revenge. You know, it's not nasty. It's not vindictive or anything. He will just get what he deserves.
Absolutely.
Get what he deserves. Wow, that was.
So
we're doing this.
Yeah, we're doing it.
So just so you're aware, that's my count on Audible.
109. Are they the ones you've been through?
They're my books, yeah. And I've got 5 tokens to spend.
Have you listened to all of them?
Yeah. Well, no,
I don't know what that
108
is.
because I'm about to listen to Casino Royale.
Where do you find that? I'm now going on to my Audible.
Just go into your library, click audiobooks,
audiobooks,
and it will tell you top left titles.
It's not important.
Go on.
It's not important.
Go on.
180.
Nice.
180. The thing is, right, I listen to stuff like detective novels and stuff like that. But if you get the right one, like Joy Ellis, I can't believe me of all people have got to a point where I've got favourite authors. It fucking blows my mind. Joy Ellis is fucking phenomenal. She's a great author, right? So she's written a series called DCI Jackman, or Jackman and Evans, I think it's called, Jackman and Evans. And there's like 20 books in it.
Yeah.
So it's one of them series that you can put on and just lose yourself in it for fucking days. Because these books are hours and hours long, each of them.
Yeah.
So you listen to Jackman and Evans, and then there's one DCI Nikki Galena, but it sort of runs alongside the Jackman and Evans, and occasionally they'll intertwine, and characters from one will be in the other, and vice versa. And the pathologist that works for both of them because they're next to each other on the map. It honestly, she's fucking ace, Joy Ellis. So if you get a chance to buy any of her books, don't even hesitate, just buy them because she's fucking superb. And then you've got like there's one DCI Ryan. I really like the detective ones; they're great. Hence the Sherlock Holmes thing, I suppose. But again, 22 books, 23 books in that series. So when I buy like
buy bulk.
Massive load of them.
Yeah.
Because I have all the time in the world to be able to listen to them. There's so many good things about my job. Like I don't think I've ever mentioned on the name of the company that I work for, but the way they are with me, I'd sign a contract for life. I am a lifer where I'm currently working because they treat me great. And yes, I will occasionally bitch about the runs I get, or I'll moan about this or that or the other. Call them drunk monkeys for the way they sort the runs out because it's all over the place. But I'll never ever leave. Yeah. Because I've got all the time in the world. I've got my own unit because obviously everyone knows I'm an HGV driver, so I've got my own unit, which I use every single day, so I don't have to carry my stuff to and from work. It just sits in my truck all day long. I've got a fridge next to me, which is obviously full of Coke, because all I can drink is Coke all the time. I can do what the fuck I want. Like, I can ring my boss and go, like, I'm absolutely exhausted today. I've had no sleep last night, so I'm going to get a couple of hours in during the day, so that when my when my truck's just parked up in a lay-by or in a service, they just don't bother you. They just leave you alone to do your own thing.
Yeah. Because
I'm not hourly paid as well, it doesn't affect them financially, so they just leave you to it. Like, I'll be there forever. I'll never ever leave. I've got no reason to leave. It's easy. The job's easy, as much as I complain about it quite a lot. But I'm a driver. That's what we do. We just moan because I'm fat and lazy. I want to do this as little as possible. So long drives like Southampton, Exeter. Ideal. 4 hours down there, unload, 4 hours back. Lots of listening and just...
So that's what I do. I get about... If I listen to a book, I'll get about 2 hours a day because of driving to work. But I mean, out of that 109 books, I've listened to one of them about 5 times. A couple of them I've listened to on multiple occasions. But yeah, I've got 5 credits to sort of start burning through. So, but
yeah.
See, I'm probably only a 10-15 minute drive away from work, so I'm just listening to, in general, I'll just
suggest
stick on.
to me that some lazy shit should be walking.
Just
you'd have more time
to walk.
Yeah.
15-minute drive. What's that? 35-minute walk? 40-minute walk?
Who knows?
It can't be that much, can it?
It probably wouldn't. It depends because it's
15,
obviously
15 minutes down the motorways.
I mean, 15 minutes down the motorway is a hell of a drive, but he doesn't touch the fucking motorway.
Yeah, but it's up. It's straight up a main road, so it is a fair distance because it used to take me 15 minutes, 20 minutes to get across Stone. Sometimes, depending on what time of day it is.
Yeah, traffic can be bad through Stone.
Awful.
You know, it probably takes me longer at the moment because of the car park that is Stafford at times.
Oh shit! Hang on, I just realised where you work.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's. But yeah. I've just actually realised. I forgot completely where. I got your old employer in mind.
Yeah, I used to walk that.
And I'm thinking you should be
fine.
I forgot where he actually worked, and it is actually quite. Yeah,
and
it's a 60-mile-an-hour road, so 15 minutes is a fair distance.
It doesn't take me that much longer to actually, between the two jobs that we're on about. There's not that much difference in time, really. You're probably only talking about 4 minutes
between it. But because one's weaving through lots and lots of traffic, and the other one's just hit a road and go. Yeah, it makes a big difference. Yeah, I've just realised where you were. Yeah, that I wouldn't walk that either. To be fair,
I've tried walking that.
I've cycled it before.
I've walked that. I've tried to walk that many a time when I've been inebriated and walking home on a night out.
What a shock that he'd be pissed, eh, Tim? Who'd have fucking thought? Who'd have thought that Jim Jam would be getting pissed?
I mean, that shocked me. That has shocked me.
You realise me and him barely drink, although he has got into wine lately, which I think is really weird. I just think it's... I'm sorry. I just think a guy sitting at home drinking wine, for me personally, a bit strange.
I don't drink at home on my own.
No.
I will say I did actually have a drink last night.
Most of my 99% of my drinking's social.
I'll explain why, and I don't advocate this in any fucking way, shape, or form. By the way, so this isn't me promoting this in any way. I would recommend not doing it. But I've had about 2.5 hours sleep since Tuesday. Just have not been able to fucking sleep this week at all. And it got to yesterday, and I was after my 15-hour shift, I was borderline delusional. Mm-hmm. And my mind was all over the place. I was in a bit of a bad place anyway. I had a bit of a fallout with my lady, which obviously didn't help. But I was completely miles away from what I was doing. So I went and bought some Nitol, which, by the way, on its own is great. I now realise. And I bought this one a night or one a day or something. Nitol it's called. And I'm like, okay, I've never used it before. It's not to be used regularly, which I'm not going to anyway, but it's not to be used regularly. So I bought this one a day Nitol, took 2, and then had some Disaronno. I say some Disaronno. I mean, you know what I brought back from Wales?
Yes. Yeah.
Gone. That was 2 drinks. Yeah. Gone. It was about that much in the bottle. It was a lot.
Yeah.
And that knocked me out for about 10 hours. So I caught up, and then I'm a bit more alert today than I have been for the last week. But fucking, I had no sleep. I don't advocate taking pills with alcohol by any stretch of the imagination. It's fucking stupid.
Did you stay on your own, did you?
Oh, yeah. I was on my own.
I was going to say, because nobody would sleep, because we know that when he's had a drink and he goes
no need for this.
My word, he snores big time.
I remember, right? We were in Wales. In Wales, right, with all the lads. Bearing in mind that all of us are in one room, right? Yeah. And I was fucked. So I'd worked the Friday. They'd all got Friday off, and I didn't. So I'd been up since 11:30 the night before.
Yeah.
I'd done a 13.5-hour day. I then just went home, got changed, got sorted, as you know, because you were here. Mm-hmm. got changed, sorted, got everything in the car, and drove straight to Wales. Right, I was fucked. So I was so tired.
Yeah.
But I'd also got in my head, I haven't had a drink for months and months and months and months.
Yeah.
I've drunk nothing. I'm going for it. So but then we get there and we're like, we need to go shopping. I'm like, fucking hell, where to drink? Of course, he drives for a living. He can do the driving. I'm like, all right, and yeah, it's fine. I'll take everyone into town. So I drove into town. We went to Tesco's, was it? Bought everything we needed from Tesco's. I'm like, okay, great. Got back. The second I got back, dismantled like that in the glass, and I'm like, yeah. And I just straight away I started.
Yeah.
And then the night's going on and on and on and on. And someone went, "We're playing poker." I'm like, I can't fucking see the cards, mate. I can't see fuck all at this point because I'm gone.
Yeah.
But I was out of it. I'm like, I can't do fuck all. I remember going to bed, and then I got woken up because I was snoring and keeping everyone else awake. And I remember lifting my head up, going, "Mate, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry." Turned over, went to sleep, and started snoring again straight away.
we were ripping him, going, I wonder what he's dreaming of. Do you think he's dreaming about driving his truck down here?
Because that's what truck drivers dream about, is driving down the M6 all day. Do you know what I mean?
No one drives down the M6. They sit waiting in. It's the biggest fucking parking.
That's only between junction probably 8
and 10
and 10, 11.
Yeah.
Fuck me, that stretch of motorway around the M5 junction
ridiculous.
Is horrific. And I saw somebody today. I'd take my mum down to Rogers in Bilston. It's like a wholesale place. It's quite good. So I was coming back from there, and there was a Merc in lane 3. Bearing in mind, I'm in lane 2. For a reason, I'm not one of them cockheads that just sits in lane 2. I use lane 1. But I was overtaking the car in lane 1. So I'm sat in lane 2. There's a Merc in lane 3. And there's a 4x4, I can't remember what it was, come up behind him and just starts beeping at him. I said to me, my eyes, obviously done something a bit stupid. Like, then the guy in the Merc winds his window down, flips the bird backwards towards this guy, and then proceeds to cut 3 lanes of traffic, right? Where there must have been a credit card's worth of gap between the cars that he's flown in between. And he's calling him a wanker. The Merc driver's got the bollocks to call the 4x4 driver a wanker when he's just sliced his way across 3 lanes of traffic to come off the motorway. He wasn't even getting into lane 1. He was fully coming off. Hit the slip road and up he goes. Yeah. And I'm sat there going, how's he calling him the wanker? He just went into lane 3 and beeped him. Obviously, now I know it's something he's done wrong.
Yeah.
If he's fucking driving like that. Well, I don't get what it's all about. Fucking absolute lunatics on the road now. We've been talking way too long.
Yeah.
You know that?
I know that.
I just realised how long we've been going.
Yeah.
We're going to have to call this today, boys.
Yeah.
I wondered why I couldn't see him anymore. It's gone dark.
Yeah, it's night time. We started in the day, it's now night time.
This has gone on a lot longer than I thought it was going to. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it up now. I apologise for that absolute bullshit that we've just talked in
I think it's been
in
all
the
right.
third part. I think I started to talk about the court case and then completely diverted away from
Yeah.
it. But never mind, it's not. I'm certainly not fucking going into it now because we've been talking too long.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for not knowing how we introduce Tin Ribs, and thank you very much for joining us and actually knowing how it works,
Yeah.
Tim Jam. Much appreciated. I shall see you lovely people in 2 weeks because next week's international break and we don't bother because it's fucking bullshit and there's a German in charge of the national team. So we shall see you in 2 weeks, and I shall do my utmost to start uploading lots and lots of shorts just to keep it flowing for the next couple of weeks while people are bored and the shit football's on. So yeah, we shall see you lovely people in 2 weeks. Thank you very much.